Hello, it's Shelly again with Gilbert Marketplace, and tonight I'm going to show you a couple quick DIYs. I love moss. I don't know if you guys do, but I like that natural, earthy look, and I like simple projects. So here we have a couple. Here's one I did today. I just took a frame that I had gotten clearance at Hobby Lobby, put some paper on it, and some moss. I bought these at the Dollar Tree and I covered it with moss. I'm going to show you this cute little love sign that we can use now for Valentine's Day, and another quick tutorial that we're going to do with all moss for all three holidays: St. Patrick's Day, Valentine's Day, and Easter. So you can pick up some of this. This is reindeer moss. I really like the green, more dried moss that I used on this, but I'm out of it and I couldn't find more of it, so we're going to use this. Reindeer moss. You'll need to pick up some glue sticks. Make sure you get a generous amount of those, okay? And your glue gun. What I did is I grabbed my pen, and this is our love sign, and I'm just going to draw a little line to make my O. So that's going to be our O, and I'm going to leave it natural. You could paint it, you could do a lot of different things, but I'm going to put the glue right down my line, right separating my V and my O. Then we're going to take some of this deer moss and put it right on that line, just like that. Okay, and then I'm going to just fill this in with the deer moss. The nice thing about the deer moss is it's not as messy. The dry stuff seems to be super, super messy, and the reindeer moss is a little more wet, so it's not so messy. I will tell you a little trick to using the other moss is once you're done with it, you use a little hairspray to seal it. That will help it from being all over your entire house. Which, like I said, I love moss, but it is a little bit messy. So we're just going to cover this with glue, using our hot glue, and I just break it up and stick it on. Don't worry if it goes over the edges, that's fine too. We're going to trim it at the end here, but I just thought this would give it a natural look, you know, that boho chic-y, even farmhouse style, it all works. So right now all the new trend is the light wood. Everyone was getting rid of it. It's back. As an interior designer, I will tell you it is back and popular as ever. Everyone, you're going to start seeing the cabinets in the natural, and that's just going to be high style right now. So I'm going to leave this, just fill it in so you don't have none of your wood showing. Use a little bit more. I'm just going to kind of tear it up to some little pieces. And we'll just pack that on here real nice. Hope everyone's having a good night. It's super cold here in Arizona. It's rare for us, but it is cold. So if we're cold, I'm sure the rest of you guys are freezing. I know up in Sedona, they even got some snow. Crazy. All right. So we're almost done. Like I said, these are just quick, easy tutorials. I like fast projects. Okay, so we got that kind of covered. It's a little messy, as you can see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my handy dandy scissors. I really wanted the smaller ones than this, but this is what's in reach. And we're going to just trim it. I want to trim it so that you will see the shape of it. If you remembered, it had a heart, and I want to see that. That's the reason why when you're making your lines where they would connect, you want to put your glue there so it's nice and straight. This way when you trim it up, it will be perfect. So just take your scissors and trim right along that line. Obviously we don't want to see the glue, so don't trim past that. If everyone's seeing that. And then we'll come in and do the same thing on the inside. Now it had like a little heart as the center, so we'll need to trim that accordingly so you can see. And then, good thing I have my hair license, we're gonna give it a little haircut. Just lay your scissors kind of flat. Get it nice and groomed up, nice and trimmed. Now you could leave it messy if you want, but I'm kind of more of a clean line. Nice and tight kind of look. Let's see here. Jeez. Give it a couple taps like that. Make sure any of the extra that was sticking out is off because we don't want that mess all over. And look how cute that came out. I'm just going to leave it just like that. You can see that the heart is there. The shape is actually here, and you can see that. It looks real good. I might just trim up this a little bit more. It's a little bit bulky. And I'm going to put a little piece of glue right on this point and get some moss and push it right on there. So I want to be able to see that point real clearly so that you can see the heart. Let's get all our little glue strings. And there you have it. This actually fits really cute if you have the metal trays right on the bottom of the metal tray. So you can even just take this string off and put that right on the tray. So now we have this one for Valentine's Day, this one for St. Patrick's Day, and we're going to do a really quick one from Easter, for Easter. So I got these little bunnies. They come 6 in a pack at the Dollar Tree, and then they have these little pictures, and we're actually going to use the inside. And you know what? You could paint it. You could cover it with paper like I did with that one, but you know what? I like the natural look with the green. I think it's going to be really nice. So actually, since we're using this, well, I'll put it the same direction as a picture, and it could be two-sided. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the leftover moss here. We're just going to cover our bunny. It has a hole in the ear. You won't even know it once we get the moss on there. Same thing. We're just going to push down on it. Cover it. Like I said, you don't have to worry about it being perfect because we're going to trim it up anyway. It's more about getting it all covering nice and thick. And we'll cover that up like that. Okay, so you can't even tell it has ears at this point. But I'm going to let that dry on there. I'm going to get myself another glue stick because you do use a lot of glue. And then I'm going to continue to put this on. Like I said, I'm just going to go back and forth, a nice thin coat. And we're just going to mush that right on. Push it down. The moss, like I said, is pretty wet, so it goes on pretty easily. I'm just going to rip some of this up a little bit. I don't want no big old sticks on it. You guys stay tuned. Tomorrow I'm going to do a really cute tutorial that's a natural Easter basket. It is really cute. I'm kind of liking this whole earthy looking decor. So we'll be showing a lot of natural looking black and white projects. It's kind of my motif this year. And we're going to put a little bit here. Might even switch his tail to some white. But for right now, we'll put this on. A little bit more. Goes pretty quick. I'm just going to push that all on. Some by his feet over here. Okay, I'm going to trim it up just because I'm going to use some of these pieces to go all over it. So it's a little thick. Obviously, we're not going to leave it like that. Especially where the ears are and whatnot, you want it to be nice and tight. Otherwise, you're not going to get the shape real good. You definitely want to have where you can see the shape so it doesn't look like a big green blob. Maybe a little smaller pair of scissors might do a little bit better job, but it's working. So just kind of turn it over and trim it from the back side. This way you'll be to see where there's too much. Give it a few taps. I'm going to add some, like I said, where we were missing. Got some missing over here by the face. Maybe when you trim it up, sometimes you might lose some of it. So we'll just push back on there a little bit. Where my tail was, I need a little bit more. I probably, like I said, will add a white cottontail just because with the contrast, I think it will be cute. Just get yourself a little cotton ball and put that over top. It'll be cute. You can trim that up too. So these little white spots where the wood's showing. You can also, a trick is, you know, if you want to spray paint it or paint it green before, this way if you miss any spots, you won't notice it. But honestly, I'm getting it on there pretty heavily. It should be fine. And just put a little bit more over here. I see some wood showing through. And another little trim job. Also helps get all the little extra glue strings off. Okay. And like I said, you want to get in those cracks real good so it gives you the distinctive shape. You can see my bunny. You can see the shape real good. I'm going to push that out of our way. So let's see one little spot here. But I just want to add another little piece, and it probably wouldn't have showed because that's where I'm going to put a little bit of both. So I have some black and white checkered. It might even be navy and white. And then the little cotton. You could actually just use a regular cotton ball, but I knew I had these. Oops. And I'm just going to actually cut it right in half because I don't think we'll need all that. And I'm going to piece that right on there. Put a big glob of glue. And I'll just push that right on there for his tail. Might need a little bit more. Jeez, getting attacked by the glue strings. We'll put a little bit more. And our little cotton ball actually kind of fell apart a little. I'm going to trim that up. Nothing scissors can't fix, right? Let me see here. I'm going to take that initial second. I'm going to use this. Yeah, I think that's good. Plenty. So I think it kind of fell a little bit apart when I cut it. All right, there we go. We got his little tail. And then I think I'll just make a little bow. Just like tying your shoe, make your loop, hold it, push right in. And I always hold that on both sides so my loops don't get smashed. Pull it a little tighter. There we go. And hopefully these are sharp enough so it cuts the ribbon nice. And I'm going to put that right on the bunny's neck, using a little more glue. Look how cute he is. He's super cute. And just getting those little glue strings off there. And then I think I'll put it right in my box. So I'm just going to add a little more glue to the back of the bunny. We don't need a ton, but just enough to hold her on. And then I'll just center it. And push down. Look how cute. So those are our 3 little moss projects we did today. Our St. Patrick's, our Easter, and our love sign. And you can use those for your decor. Hey everyone, I hope you have a good night. If you subscribe, you'll see all my new tutorials. Like I said, I'm going to do a natural Easter basket tomorrow. Hey everybody, thanks for watching, and you guys have a great night.